Hello, 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 hello. So today, as I told you that the Great War isn't over, we still got more to come. We still got a lot more to come. But the second piece to the Great War is going to be Alexander Anderson versus Gabriel Belmont from Lord to Shadow. Now I know people gonna be like, now wait a minute. Isn't Gabriel is he gonna be powerful enough to body Alexander Anderson? Now let me break it down to you for a hot second. Now, even though there's not that much really explained on Alexander Anderson's origin, besides from the Angel Dust manga, where there's like a really strong resemblance and stuff like that, and there's a lot of story and depth there, but I'm not really gonna try to go into that much. But basically, he's been around for a few decades and stuff. He's been with the church, this and that. He's been trained from the best of his abilities. Now, the thing is, it's like the one thing that Alexander Anderson almost could have done was he was super, super close into defeating Alucard. He was close. If it wasn't for Sari and if it wasn't for, a couple other stuff, he could have done it, because the thing is, it's like the most powerful weapon that he had was, the nail of Helena, which was basically like this piece where Jesus was like crucifixed on the cross. So it was like that piece that he had and whatnot, and obviously stabbed him to himself. He became the monster of God, almost killed Alucard and whatnot. Now, the fight wouldn't be, I wouldn't say easy or simple, because now going over to Gabriel Belmont over here, now obviously, if not that many people do know about him, I'm just going to give you a little hot summary about him. So, okay, basically, Gabriel Belmont was with like the Brotherhood of Light, and which was kind of messed up on their part, because they had like this thing called like the Mirror of Fate, and they didn't really tell him anything. Like they didn't even show him. They didn't even tell him like, oh well, you're gonna kill your wife, blah blah blah. Technically, you had a son, and one day you're gonna be destined to become Dracula. They didn't even tell him none. They just said, oh, let it be, let it go. So basically, he was with the Brotherhood of Light. They trained him at a very young age, this and that, to hunt down monsters, creatures, and be the great protector and stuff. But towards the end, after when he defeated Lucifer, and the Forgotten One was about to escape and this and that, so he basically went into the realm and he fought him, took his power, and then became Dracula. Now, the thing with this is, it's like, years and centuries later, like he faced, his descendants, he faced his son, and then after for a while, that's when he, went to sleep, because Alucard had a plan, and he was like, well, Lucifer is gonna rise up one day, so we have to kill him, so we have to make sure that he thinks that you've been defeated and stuff. Now, here's the best part about that great defeat, was when the Brotherhood of Light came back for round, I wouldn't even say round 2, probably like round 800, right, like round 800 or whatever and stuff, and then they tried to like, nuke this man. It was the best part, like they nuked him, and it didn't even work. Like he said the chants, he said the languages and stuff, it didn't even work. He was like, what is this filth? Get that shit out of here and whatnot. Until Alucard popped up and was like, yo, father, about that plan. He said, what are you doing here and stuff? My son. But but aside all of that note, the fight would be between Alucard and Alexander Anderson would be interesting on both parts, because you got a man who defeated the devil twice, got the power of the Forgotten One, who by lore is stronger than Lucifer, which is crazy. It's like, to be honest with you, it doesn't really surprise me anymore that certain characters are stronger than Lucifer, because it's like you got Samael from Darksiders, and you got some other people that's stronger than Lucifer. But besides that, Gabriel has like a lot of he has like a lot of like hacks onto him, because it's like certain things that do work on him and certain things that didn't, because when he fought one of his other descendants, Victor Belmont, and he placed like some sort of seals that was around him, basically it was like dampening his powers like a little bit. And I was thinking, I said, Alexander, he does have a couple of them seals, because when he placed it up around the room and he was fighting Alucard with it, obviously Alucard's broken, so it didn't really have that much of effect on him. But Alexander Anderson was still getting in a couple of slashes onto him and stuff. And the best part about this is his regenerative healing factors, which you can say, which is better than like nanotechnology. Like, it's way better than that. Like, this man got shot in the head point blank and it didn't work. Got shot 800, I believe, 90 times. And basically homie was just sitting there like, oh well, it doesn't work on me. He was slicing and dicing. Even when he fought Alucard on the train and the dude sliced up the train in half just to get to him, I was like, yo, my boy. Yo, even his arms got shot off and the man was still moving. So that tells you how I love to say, like, I like to say he's resistance to pain. Like, when he has that regenerative healing factor, I say like he's resistance to pain, because the man still was able to go. He wasn't like, like, he still was able to go. Alucard was like, yo, my boy, like, you able to go all out? I'm a little impressed, this and that. So just imagine the fight between those two. So the thing is, it's like, he got his like little shadow whip, he got his sword and stuff like that, he got all these little crazy type of abilities and his vampirism and stuff. Now, I wouldn't say that he would use like his whole legion to like go like just to kill Alex. Like, no. I wouldn't say that. Because obviously Alexander Anderson, he was slaved through his army. But just between those two, the fight would be quite interesting. Because it's like, both men is crazy powerful, and it's just that one thing that I was a little bit like, I had this little trouble in debating, where I was thinking, I said, okay, so if they was to fight, the thing is, it's like divine elements and divine like artifacts do not work on Dracula. It doesn't work on Gabe, because it's like, he's immune to it. But here's the thought: if the Casadrum, which is basically Alucard's sword that has like a little bit fragments of the true cross, well, not the true cross, what was it? I think it's vampire killers. I think it was like the vampire killer. Like, it was like little fragments of it and stuff, and it was able to like put him to sleep. So if you have that, which his sword is to like put him to sleep but can't really kill him, so what would you think that his own vampire killer that Zobek put together, what you think that would do? I think that would kill him. Now, if you imagine Alexander Anderson fighting Gabriel, and basically he has like the nail of Helena, obviously like the thing of Jesus and stuff like that. Now, I wouldn't say he would stab him in the heart, because two things would happen. He would stab him in the heart and it wouldn't work, or he would stab him in the heart and it would kill him. And what I wouldn't say it would turn him into like a vampire, demon, monster, god. I think it would just kill him and whatnot. Like, I think it would just kill him, because think about it. All of the times that the Brotherhood of Light basically was fighting Dracula for all those centuries, to be honest with you, I felt like they was only using relics. They was only using relics like, because when you use like the full power of something that's not a relic and it's actually legit, obviously it's going to do some sort of damage compared to the relic that's not going to really do anything. Sure, a holy nuke, yeah, that was great, that was sick. A holy nuke, that was sick, but it still didn't work. Imagine if this was any other vampire, would kill him. Like, the original Dracula from the original Castlevania, that would kill him. Because let's be honest here, like the original Dracula, I mean, he was sick in the Castlevania stories. Like, he was a little sick, but he was whack, because he kept getting defeated multiple amount of times. I was like, are you even a Dracula, my boy? Like, you suck. You just suck like that. But Gabe, oh, he stood there. He was like, everybody was dead. He took the holy nuke like it was nothing. But I would like to say it was really good. But compared to like the nail of Helena, forget it. I think that would kill him. And even if Alexander Anderson doesn't pierce his heart with it, and he no, actually, yeah, if he does pierce his heart with it, I think Gabe wouldn't, I think he wouldn't be able to, because that's like the full power. Like, you have something that was, Jesus, and it wasn't a replica. That's no replica. That's the legit thing. That would kill Gabe. I think that would be the only thing that would probably kill Gabriel, is if Alexander Anderson was to stab himself in the heart, he becomes the monster of God. All of Gabriel's attacks fails miserably, legitly fails miserably and whatnot, and he just kills him. Now the thing is, it's like, here's a question. Even not towards the end in the Lords of Shadows, him and Alucard had got like that, he got his son back, so they kind of have like a really good relationship. Now the thought is, it's like, does he still want it to die though? Did he still want it to die? Because if he was to kill him, would he be like, you freed me from this curse, blah blah blah, I get to maybe return to my wife, blah blah blah, this and that and stuff. So see, I wouldn't say he would have wanted to die, because at that moment, because since he patched things up with his son, it's like, well, I don't mind living a little longer. So I think the fight would be more intense, where he would have more of a motive to live. So I don't think that Dracula's just gonna allow this to happen. Like, obviously try to figure like some sort of way of getting out of it, through possession, through somewhat of his wits or whatever, because again, both men are crazy. Now here's even more of a thought. Even if, let's just say, he has like the nail and he tells him all about this and stuff, two things could happen again. Either Dracula tells him, go ahead, do whatever you want, it's not gonna work, or two, he notices that it could kill him, and he immediately snaps Alexander Anderson apart. He immediately snaps his ass apart and whatnot, like whips his ass, do whatever he needs to and whatnot, and then he instantly kill him. But like I said before, Alexander Anderson has been around for a couple of decades, and he's very, very experienced with this, and has a healing factor. And so it's like, the match, it wouldn't be like what people would think, like, yeah, he would curve stomp the shit out of him. It's like, no, that's not how that would go, because if he almost killed Alucard, who is more powerful, probably, yeah, I like to say probably a little bit more powerful than Gabe. Maybe, yeah, I'll probably like that. I'll go as to say that. Yeah, I go as to say that. Like, he's a little more powerful than Gabe. I mean, I don't know if he'll survive a holy nuke like he did, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, Alexander Anderson versus Gabe, I'm telling you, like, it would be crazy, because this dude is literally sitting there saying, like, yo, like, Brotherhood of Light, between him and everybody else in the Brotherhood of Light, Alexander Anderson stomps on them hard. He stomps on them hard, because it's like, not all of them could be able to be on his level, because, again, this man was crazy. His moves, his skill sets was kind of crazy. Even Paul Victor Belmont, who was, I want to say he was a disgrace, but he doesn't come close. Alucard, yeah, you could say to maybe a degree, yeah, you could say that. Gabriel, obviously, because he was the best warrior of the Brotherhood of Light. So yeah, only those two would be able to have like duke it out for like a bit. Now there's only one little thing about Alexander Anderson's like regenerative healing factor. It has a limit. It does have like a little like sort of a limit. So let's just say if he doesn't use the nail, and he uses it like last minute or whatever, and Dracula sees it as an opportunity, chops both his arms off and then his head, that's it. That's pretty much it and stuff, because you wouldn't think that he would get bored and just allow him to keep doing all these like pointless attacks and stuff like that. No. He'll probably try to end it as quick as he possibly can. But like I said before, he was kind of, those seals was kind of hurting him. I want to say a little bit, but it was messing with his power a little bit. So that's like one little advantage that Alexander would have and whatnot. And then, like I said before, like that nail, he stabbed himself in the heart with it. I think Gabe's dying. There's nothing you could do up against something that's full powered, incarnated, compared to relics that was at maybe half power or maybe 10% of power and wasn't strong enough to kill him and whatnot. But like I said before, this match, I would like to say it could go either way. this match could go either way. Either depending on how Gabe handles Alexander Anderson and depending on how he just deals with it and whatnot. This match I feel it can go either way. But I feel that if he was to use like the nail, he stabbed himself in the heart, and then he becomes, like I said, the monster of God. Gabriel is done. He is done because, like I said before, like that's not a relic. That's like a full legit part that would hurt him. That would literally hurt him and whatnot. That's why it hasn't been proven if the vampire killer would just kill him. But like I said before, if his sons could sage him, could put him to sleep, which is technically fragments of the vampire killer, fragments of that, then you imagine with the full power of the vampire killer would do. I think it would kill him. I think his own vampire killer would kill him, but the fact is, it was never proven, so we will never know. And since certain people's got fired from who knows where, we'll never get to see a Lord of Shadow 3. So we'll just take it off as that. Dracula and his son, they live happily ever after. Nobody came after them because the big bad was back in town with his son next to him, and that was pretty much it. But like I said before, this match could go either way. I feel that, like I said, Alexander Anderson will kill him if he becomes the monster of God, and I feel that Dracula would kill him depending on, like, if he's just like, all right, I'm tired of this, stuff like that. He just goes for the kill. He just chops his head off. He goes for the kill because he's gonna notice. He stabs him a couple of times in the chest. He's like, well, what the? This doesn't work. And then he just immediately slashes him in the chest. And he's like, what the? Like, yo, what is this and stuff? And he throws up the holy seals. And then he starts saying like his famous quote that I cannot remember, but yeah, man. Alexander Anderson would give I was gonna say Alucard. He's gonna give freaking Dracula the hands. That's gonna be it. Cause again, he's crazy fast too. So he's gonna give him hands and stuff like that. But like I said, this match could go either way. But but you know what? Let me know what y'all think. Cause I feel Alexander Anderson would give Gabe them hands and probably kill him too. But let me know what y'all think. So yeah, if you like what you heard what you like. Please subscribe, share, do all of that wonderful stuff because more to come, and I will catch you later.